Hello and welcome to Monson Made This. My name is Michael. I cook vegan food, so if you want more vegan recipes, you should definitely click the subscribe button below and just give this video a thumbs up while you're down there. And you might as well join the channel as well so you have access to all the perks and benefits of the Monson Made This channel memberships. Today's video is different than anything I've done before. I filmed myself as I tested a recipe for what I'm calling falafel. It's an air-fried chickpea fritter. And this is the first video in a series that I want to do where I test recipes, but it's also the first recipe in a series of single serving recipes that use one single can of beans. So if you want more of these testing the recipe style videos, or you want more of these single can bean recipes, definitely comment below, and as I mentioned earlier, give this video a thumbs up. So I'm going to be using a single can of chickpeas today. And the idea is that I'm gonna make a recipe for you, kind of just off the cuff using this can of chickpeas. My idea is to make kind of a falafel type thing. I've already got my air fryer out and ready to go. Other ingredients that I'm planning on using: zucchini, I have some oats, I have some onion, a little bit of baking powder. So let's just get into it. First thing I'm going to do is to rinse, drain, open, rinse my chickpeas, and then I'm going to make some flour out of the oats. And yeah, so let's open the can. And as I was doing it, I realized I probably should have saved the aquafaba. It was a waste. I was too busy focused on getting the right shot. So I've got my chickpeas rinsed and drained. They're just gonna hang out in the sink. And now I'm going to grind up some oats into oat flour. I only ground up about a half cup of flour. I don't think I'll need much more than that. I also didn't make it too fine. Like, I think I want there to be a little bit of texture to it. But I removed it to a bowl because I want to be able to blend up some of the other ingredients, the zucchini, the onion, the chickpeas, so I can get those to the right texture and then add them to the bowl, and I can kind of manipulate the texture there. Maybe I might have to make some more oat flour. Originally I wanted to use chickpea flour for this, but I'm out of chickpea flour, so we're using oat. This half of a zucchini is from another recipe that I tested. I just want to kind of roughly chop this so it blends up a little bit better in the food processor. I'm gonna add some blade. Add some onion that I already had chopped up. We'll just use it all. Add my zucchini. And the chickpeas. I also have some cilantro in the, I'll add that later. So let's pulse it together, and I want it to be pretty fine, but still have a little bit of texture. That looks pretty good. Things are obviously smelling good because Odie showed up in here. So just to recap, I have chickpeas, zucchini, and onion ground up. I have some homemade oat flour, and I've actually removed the oat flour from that bowl that I originally put it in so that I could put the chickpea mixture in. So now I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of seasonings: onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, salt, pepper, probably some nutritional yeast. And I'm gonna mix that together, taste it before I add the oats. And then, like I said, I have some cilantro in the fridge that I'll probably just roughly chop up. Chickpeas that I used were a low sodium or no salt added, so I did add quite a bit of salt, and I'm just gonna taste this. Okay. I think I got enough salt. Maybe admittedly a little too much, but flavor is good. I like the addition of the paprika in there. I'm gonna chop up some of the cilantro. It's actually, the texture is really nice, like in terms of it having a little bit of bite to it, but also the zucchini is adding some moisture to it, which I really like. It's not, doesn't have a dry taste because I haven't added any oil to it. All right, so I'm gonna grab the cilantro, I'll add that in, and then we'll start adding the flour in to get it to the right texture. I've decided I'm just gonna go for it in terms of the oat flour. I'm just gonna add half. I'm gonna add half. We'll see if I need to add more. I might need to add a little bit of liquid, but let's just start with half. I was so confident before. We're just gonna add half. I added the half of it, so that's a 1/4 cup. I think it's good. I formed it into a ball. I considered adding a little bit more, but I think it's gonna be great. I'm gonna form these into little balls and then flatten them a little bit so that when they air fry, I only have to flip them over the one time. And I think, hopefully it fits in the air fryer. So I'm gonna start to preheat that while I get these made. I'm probably gonna use an ice cream scoop just for my slight OCD to get them even. So I'm gonna ice cream scoop them out, make little balls, flatten them, get the air fryer preheated, and they should be good to go. Couple of things. One, I'm happy that I used oat flour instead of chickpea flour because chickpea flour is disgusting if you try to eat it. If it's in something and you taste that thing, it's gonna taste awful. So it tastes great because I've been kind of nibbling it, which, whatever. And another thing I noticed is that this is made way more than I expected it to. So I'm actually gonna have to use my smart oven, which has an air fry function. I guess I could do them in batches in my other air fryer, but I just wanna do it all in one batch. This ended up making 7 of them, so not to overcrowd that, I decided just to throw the one extra one in my other air fryer, this one, and we'll see how that cooks up. It'll probably cook up a lot quicker, but I'm just interested in comparing the 2 air fryers. All right, while these falafel-esque things cook, I'm gonna try to make a sauce. I just wanna do a really simple, like tahini lemon sauce. So I'm gonna grab the ingredients for that. I'm using a fresh container of tahini here, and so it was a little bit difficult to get it to stir together, but I just put lemon juice, about a tablespoon, maybe tablespoon and a half of tahini with the juice from half of a lemon, about a 1/4 cup of water, and I'm gonna add some salt, a little bit of pepper, and then that sauce is done. I've got some Savoy cabbage. I think I'm gonna try to do like kind of a Savoy cabbage wrap thing. We'll see. But I've already flipped one, the one in this air fryer here, and it looked gorgeous. So I can't wait to show you what these look like. Those aren't ready to flip just yet, but this one was stunning. I just took a few leaves off the Savoy cabbage. Savoy cabbage is kind of cool. It's like Napa cabbage meets a regular head of cabbage, like green cabbage, but the leaves, they got this really pretty texture, but these will make nice little cups to put the falafel in. The only thing I'm gonna do is just run my knife along this vein and remove that just so it's a little bit more pliable. I flipped the, what am I calling these? Falafels that are in the smart oven there. The one that came out of the regular air fryer, the Philips, looks incredible. It looked incredible. Cute, real cute. Well, hey, I was gonna eat that one and show you, but looks like I'll be waiting a couple more minutes for the other ones to finish. I'm actually really proud of these. Ben just got into the kitchen. He's gonna be heating up something for himself, so I'm gonna give these a little taste test. They look pretty good.
Look all right.
Yeah, so ideally I would have some tomatoes, some other like red onion would be good, but I kind of like the idea of these little Savoy cabbage things. So. They're super steaming hot, but Could you grab me a napkin?
Sure.
A towel, I guess, out of the drawer. I could use a little more seasoning somewhere. I'm not sure if it just needs more salt. But otherwise, I'm really happy. Not bad. So, if you like this kind of video of me testing out a recipe, trying something I've never tried before, and if you come up with a name for it too, maybe testing the recipe or
Tested.
So, yeah, so let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.